I stay a little behind? Is this better?
Yeah, this is better.
Okay. Okay, but you want me to
If you are
change?
comfortable with this background, I'm okay. It's just that we feel like that you are somewhere out there and we could not relate with you. That's it, only thing. चल नहीं रहा
Okay, I think
खोला मैंने स्क्रीन रिकॉर्ड करनी है
let's go at this time.
yeah okay, no worries, be comfortable. So yes, thank you Raj for joining. Thank you Pavni. This is Mr. Ashok Ranade who has designed
Yeah.
this whole program.
Hi,
You can
thank you so much for having me. The course is hi, it's nice to meet you.
Same here.
yeah, so Pavni, we have team members. Sukruta will be joining in few minutes. We have set up Google Classroom. You might have received the classroom invite as well, like we used to do for Junior Genius.
Yeah.
So similarly, we'll be doing here, and then you can help us in creating the content and posting weekly assignments and all that stuff. So Sukruta is handling. You can help her, and we also create Google Forms for assessment and feedback. So you can help there for now, and then Ashokji, if you need any help in technical aspects, she is also good at technical aspect as well.
So, what website development? What all things?
A lot of it is mainly in Python. I've been like trying to do
Okay,
Python
good.
in Java. I've also been trying to learn like LLM and Gen AI with my dad, but I'm still like in the process of learning that. I wouldn't say I'm like an expert. I do know like some basics though.
Okay.
Most of what I know when relative to AI is a lot of terminology. But I really do want to learn how to actually code it and like implement it. So I think that's something that I want to work on. So that's what I'm kind of doing in the tech kind of aspect of it.
Good. Raj, you seeing the new generation? Raj is a very senior technology expert. So, he's already built AI agents and all that, so he will be.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's super cool. Like it's a very big honor for me to work with like all of you guys. Like I'm sure everyone's very qualified, so it's an amazing learning experience for me as well.
Yes, I hope you enjoy.
Yeah, thank you for for your time. And Ashokji, Pavani will be here with us for a few weeks, and then she has another summer camp. She has joined, so she will be up for a few weeks.
Okay.
And she was saying that she can help in admin work from there also after her classes.
Okay.
So let us see how things go on. But
Yeah.
it's good to have her and her her expertise. She's very good at maintaining the classroom environment. She conducted Kahoot and other games for my classroom
Okay.
with
Yeah.
kids.
Yeah.
So she's very creative. So if you need any something like kind of thing during the classroom, she can help out there also.
Yeah, actually, you can suggest us. Code you have to actually plan it out according to the course content. So as we go through, you can look at and decide, how you could set up.
Yeah, definitely that works for me. Like yeah, for Kahoots, like you can either pick an already existing one that someone else has made, or you can make your own. But usually, like for courses and like stuff where you're actively teaching, it's better to make your own Kahoot. But it's free of cost and everything, so it's all good.
Okay. So just 2-3 minutes, I'm going to go away. Want to save that presentation slides, for the latest modified one. I'm going to save and put it in our shared folder. So I'm here, but
Yeah, I'm still waiting for people
yeah.
to join. I'll text
Yes.
again in the group to join because we have to be mindful of time. Rohit has to leave at 7:30, so I have to
If you
complete
want
his
to
work.
do if you want to do his part earlier, that is also fine.
Yeah, I have planned that way that he will continue
Okay.
first,
Okay.
and then you can take over. So you can quickly start talking about
Sure.
AI, generative AI, and
Yeah. Perfect.
some basics. So let us see. I'm just texting in the group. And you are started. You will we do the
Yeah.
doing the recording.
My note taker has already come. And Raj, you want to start yours?
Yes, Ashokji, I just moved to my laptop from
Okay.
my phone.
Okay.
I'm gonna start it. Just give me 2 minutes and I'll be ready with that.
Okay.
Oh, ये क्या हो गया? Oh no.
Someone wants to join the call.
Yeah. I'm also joining from another account.
Acha, Sukruta is joining.
Yeah. I'm also joining again from another
Okay.
device because I want to record on this device.
Okay.
So I'm joining again from this device.
Yeah.
I don't want to switch. Join here too.
Okay. Amita.
Hello, everyone.
Hello. Yes, Amita. Good to meet you.
Same here. Hello, Bhiji.
Hello, Amrita. Thank you for joining. Sukruta and Amita. Okay, Amita is here. Amita is connected with me from last few years, and I'm happy to have her join this program.
Thank you so much.
Okay, Rohit has joined. Yeah.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, Bina ji.
How are you?
Good. Thank you. Good evening, Nimiji. Thank you for joining. We are all excited. Yes.
Yeah, we are. Yeah. Let's see how it will change our life, right?
Yeah, this is just a small stepping stone right now. We have a lot of new things to be learned. We will learn with Mr. Ashok and other team members. We have other team members here. Rohit is here. Thank you, Rohit, for joining. Rohit will take some initial aspect of basic learning of AI with us, and then Mr. Ashok will take over.
Yeah, good.
Hello everyone.
Good evening.
How's everybody doing?
Doing
Monday
well.
being good?
Very good. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, Manager, if you want to get started, you can go ahead.
So
Okay, let's wait for
yeah, because
one
few
more
people
minute.
have
Yeah.
not joined yet. We
Yeah.
have 15 people who have registered, and then I see only few people who have joined. Give me just.
Yeah,
We will
let's
start at
wait.
7:05. We will start at 7:05. Thank you, Nalini ji, for joining. Good evening.
Mani, if everybody consent, send them an automatic VUXO call reminder. So
Okay.
I will talk to you
Good
and
idea.
convince you to join on time.
It's really a good idea.
Yeah,
Good
because
idea.
people
But
are
we need a
busy.
consent, right? Because of Canadian law, everybody should agree to it. Like they're okay to have a call received from AI. If they give
Oh,
the consent, then only it can call.
okay. So, Manager, you are taking that form from everybody. In that, probably this can be added.
Okay, for receiving the calls.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm using another screen for recording. So yeah, let us see who are present now. We used to take attendance also in our classroom. Remember, Pavani, we used to take attendance for the students. So,
Yeah.
so we should take attendance also. Who is present and who is not?
We have Pavani as well. Great Pavani. Great.
Yeah. Bhavni, can you quickly send a welcome message in the group chat, and then I will see who are present and not. Sukruta is here. Who all are here? Mm,
We have few more joined.
Mani, you're on mute.
Okay. I was just looking at who have joined and
Robandeep is here.
so yeah, just few more minutes. If anybody has to share some thoughts before the program, floor is open for next 4 minutes.
Yeah.
So yeah, although this is AI program, but we will be using most of the other gadgets also. This is a technical program, technology learning program also. Okay, I see a lot of people have joined now. Okay, I think we can get started then. Let us see if people will join. We will give them a recap. Let
Yeah.
us not waste the time. So yes, welcome everyone and thank you for joining us today. We were waiting for this day from long and we are very excited to get started and we hope that you stay with us for this 10 weeks program. I know it will be little, if it is too much technical, feel free to coordinate with us. We have 3 platforms now: Google Classroom, WhatsApp group, and emailing. So you can reach out to us at any of these places. We are here to help you. I will get you introduced with a few of our team members. If you all can on your cameras for a few minutes, our team members. So Pavni is also one of our team member. She has been supporting me for my junior genius classes, and she's happily agreed to volunteer here as well. So we have Robin Deep here, Sukruta, uh, then we have Raj here. Those who are our team members, please on your cameras and wave everyone so everybody knows you that you are here. Okay. I will appreciate if you can all on your cameras for a few minutes so that everyone can see each other. You know, faces are always good to relate with each other. And I see Mr. Lalit has also joined. Thank you,
Yes.
Mr. Lalit, for joining. We appreciate your presence here. So thank you so much. So yeah, I have mentioned few names. They're all our team members. They will be helping us and supporting us during this program. And first of all, a big thank you to Mr. Ashok Ranade. He has supported us and he has designed this amazing program, which we are all now getting started with. And thank you, Rohit, for joining us and sharing your valuable insights today. He is our tech head and he always make us educate with new concepts of AI. So yeah, thank you, and then let's get started. Over to you, Rohit. You can get started.
Okay, perfect. Thank you everyone for making time today. So what I'm going to do is, I mean, generally, with this junior genius, the way we used to run it, I had prepared some basic slides, very basic slides. I'm gonna make you run through the same program that we used to run for kids because see everybody has a kid inside, right? So if you are curious enough to know about AI, that could be a good way to start through. But I'm not going to take the full hour I take with kids. I'm going to just rush through and give you a glimpse of what exactly AI has to entail, right? So let me just share my screen and we can quickly get started. Uh, share. Okay, I hope you all can see my screen. Okay, perfect. So this is the program that we used to run basically for junior genius. Pavani must be aware about how we used to run it. But just before I get started, I'll give a brief introduction about myself. So my name is Rohit Bhandari, as you all know. So it's almost been 20 years experience into data and AI solutions. I'm still full-time involved in corporate and especially with an IT consulting firm. So all the comments that I'm going to make, I just wanted to put a disclaimer out that it's all my personal opinions and there is no affiliation with any of the organization or institution. So along with this, another fact is I also I'm speaker for a lot of NGOs, especially BMG, as well as I'm also running sessions for TRAC, which is also for immigrants. So those are the kind of things I do. So I'm not going to rush through any of these, but let's just jump on to the real meat here. Okay. So you people must be hearing all these, bumbo jumbo about, AI. Everybody's talking about AI nowadays. But AI is not something which is, recently been introduced. It has been there, sitting there for quite a time, right? Now, one of the key questions that I ask my student is basically why now? Why exactly now people are so, enthused about, or even corporates are so enthused about AI? It's more to do with the fact that earlier, the technology, the part which runs as an engine, the CPU and all those technologies were not strong enough to accommodate a lot of algorithms that AI was looking for. Like there's so many mathematical calculations that goes behind the scene, which is difficult to foresee from people like us. So earlier during that norm, the concept was there, but the engine was not strong enough to deliver. But with the advent of technology and as things improve, we have GPUs, we have CPUs, and whatnot. Now there's so many new technologies that are coming in to help those mathematical calculations be done very quickly. So AI has been introduced as a mainstream product now. Now, what does AI actually stand for? If you kind of like dissect the word, it consists of artificial and intelligence. And this is one of the things like a lot of people get complex with, like, what is AI, what is ML, what is Gen AI, like how these things are related or how these things are different. So for that, we have, I just have this a very basic, ideology about how they are, related to each other. So if you think about the very first thing, anything that has to do with human-like knowledge and capability, if done through computers or artificial means, we kind of classify it as AI. So even your smart cars, even anything you think about that tries to do some intelligence, but it is not natural occurring. That is what we kind of like classify it as artificial intelligence. So all those robots, all those gadgets, even your vacuum cleaner that runs around, the robo vacuum cleaner, everything can be classified in the group of artificial intelligence. And then within that artificial intelligence, we have different circles. If you see, these are the subsets that get created. Now, the key thing that started earlier on was the machine learning. So machine learning is something which is the traditional AI that what corporate used to work with most of the time. There were a lot of effort being put into robots in earlier days and all those kind of things, but they never went about making any steam. The reason being, machine learning was something that they started like we can train the machine to understand some basic material that we train it on, and then we can infer means like we try to ask a question and it gives us a result back. So that's where this classification kind of started from. So machine learning is where we try to teach, and I'm going to give you a very like some dog and cat examples that we're going to run through. But then it got further specialized into something called as deep learning. And deep learning is where they try to think about the way we human thinks. Like we use neurons, right? So they thought about why not create these neurons in the similar fashion neural network is set up. Why not we create something similar in an artificial way using networking and all those kind of things. And that is where the deep learning was born. Now, generative AI is another specialized field within that deep learning, and that is where we have generation of certain artifacts, whether it is music, whether it is text, whether it is images, whatever you call it, right? But whenever it generates something based on what it has been earlier trained on, it actually get classified under generative AI. Another thing I wanted to do was generally I show my kids this basic video and just play it out, and you people can listen to it. It gives a very good color about what AI is. So have a listen. Let me just see if it plays.
I wonder. AI stands for Artificial Intelligence, which means creating intelligent machines that can think and learn like humans. AI systems can process information, make decisions, and adapt to new situations, much like human brains can. AI is a field of computer science that aims to create machines that can perform tasks that typically require human intelligence, such as recognizing speech and images, playing games, and even driving cars. AI is used in many different applications and industries. One of the most well-known examples of AI is voice assistants like Siri and Alexa, which use natural language processing and machine learning algorithms to understand and respond to human voice commands. AI is also used in self-driving cars, which rely on sensors and machine learning algorithms to navigate and make decisions on the road.
I don't know. It was Mani. It was audible.
Yes, but little bit, on and off, but it was okay.
Anyway, I'm going to share this video as well later. You people can have a
Yes.
listen. Let me just jump on to some of the basic things that might help you, once Ashokji take you through this journey. I think one of the key things we need to remember is a lot of people confuse AI with programming, like coding, right? So what is the difference? Where is the demarcation between the two? So this is one example that I used to give. I don't know whether it's visible to you guys or not, but
You can, full screen. If you cannot, you can go to the presenter mode and then it will be more visible.
is it better now?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So if you look at this one, so one of the key things that I tell my students is more on the fact that when we are doing programming, we are actually writing some code, right? We are trying to put together, to teach or tell something computer, and we give it some input. Like say for an example, I have a shopping list that I want to sort, and I put it in order of alphabetical order of sorting. Now to do that, I will write a program saying that, okay, pick the information from this list and then run some algorithms, like try to figure out the letters A, B, C, D, and then sort them out. And I will need to do everything to write that code and give it to the computer, and it then gives me the output in the order I want. Now, machine learning, or in the sense AI, works totally differently. So what it does is it says that, okay, tell me what you need, right? And give me the input data that you want me to, act upon so that I can give you the same output. So what it does is you give some input. Now in this case, I will give it a shopping list. And then on the other hand, I will give it a sorted list saying that this is what I need back. And the main difference lies with the fact, in this case, the AI will do the coding for you. You don't have to do the coding yourself. So that means it actually internally create the weightage system, we can think about it like a mathematical algorithm within itself to give you the right result what you're looking for. And that's where the key difference lies. So you don't have to go in and dig down and write some rule based logic to put together and then program your system. Instead, you tell what you are looking for, and AI will actually try to give you the result. So that's one thing. Again, I'm not going to run through these are more for the kids. And there are two forms of in essentially the machine learning. There is one which is referred to as supervised learning. Think of it more like, you have, like in a classroom there is a teacher, and teacher is teaching. So teaching its students by showing something, like say a picture of a cat or a picture of a dog, and then telling that, okay, this is a cat, this is a dog. So that is how student learns, right? This is how in a basic teaching school-based system, that is how it works, right? In a similar fashion, in machine learning also, we do something kind of similar. We actually feeds in the exact images of cats and dogs, and these cats and dogs are just as an example, right? This is not what I'm saying is what AI is trained on, but as an example for you to understand, if I am to train my machine learning algorithm to know more about cats and dogs, I will just take images, label it rightly, label it correctly, and teach my machine, or in other words, machine algorithm, and then it understand, okay, this is a cat, this is a dog, right? And once it is trained, then you can send any picture to it, and it will be able to figure out what is a cat or what is a dog. So in this case also, it has written the logic within itself, how to make a differentiation between a cat and a dog. Now, there is something also referred to as, and I just want you people to know at a high level these terms, right? So that if in case somebody talks about it, you are immediately able to, connect the dots. Then there is something referred to as unsupervised machine learning, right? So what does that stands for, right? So in this case, I am going to give the data, but I'm not going to label it, right? I'm going to see, if you see the left hand side here, you will see that dogs, cats, images are present, right? But I'm not saying what it is. But then what the algorithm is doing is, based on certain structures, say for an example, it will, and again, I'm just quoting as an example, right? What algorithm will feel is, okay, the face of a dog is little bit rectangular, the face of a cat is little bit circular. So it will just try to group them. And there are so many different algorithms how the grouping happens. But just at a high level for you to understand that unsupervised learning can actually take up the data and work this way. Okay. Now, and there is like one question that one of my bright student in a class asked, which was very cool. He said, if we already have unsupervised learning, right? If like without telling any label or doing anything, I can tell computer to figure out what is what, why do I need supervised learning, right? And it's a very valid question, right? Why do we even need to do the hard job of labeling something and then training the AI algorithm? So the answer to that is, if you think about is, this is much more prone to errors, right? There is something called as, we have like lot of metrics through which we figure out whether, machine learning is working fine or not. So we find unsupervised learning to be prone to more errors versus say supervised learning, because in supervised learning you are training with the labels first, and then you give the data to infer later. But anyway, I'm not going to go into too deep into, I know I'm taking too much time and Mani is looking at me with, angry eyes. So I'm going to, I'm going to just push through. And this is the part where I was trying to come to the deep learning side of the world, which is what the neural network is, right? In the case of neural network, and this is where, lot of these LLMs and, logic based systems are working, which are weight based systems. And they have multiple layers, if you see, right? So it's similar to, I mean, people who are familiar with the, how the brain is structured, like in the neurons fashion, right? Neurons are all integrated with each other. and they have multiple layers. Billions and billions of neurons are like kind of connected together to make a channel or a path. In a similar fashion, the neural network also creates multiple layers. And based on these layers, it figures out that, okay, if I'm taking a picture of a dog, I'm going to set certain arithmetic, certain weights here to give the output of what I need. Somebody is raising hand, so please feel free. I think it's Raj, right? Raj, please go ahead.
Yeah, my only question or something is that previously it used to be hidden, but now if we see all the LLMs as well, they even started showing their thinking, which I think is a really cool aspect.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But I mean, I'm talking more from, see, when we talk about thinking, right? They are not still revealing lot of these layers of hiddenness, right? These layers are more of weight, mathematical things. We can't even understand them. What they are actually doing or sharing with us is specifically chain of thought. So they are actually showcasing you, okay, this is how is the steps the AI is taking to get to a result. But this is something more like it is a layer which is very hidden beneath, right? It is something deep inside which we are not even aware of. And this is all mathematical. And even if you ask like Anthropic CEO or OpenAI Sam Altman, sometimes they even reveal to the fact that we don't even know how the whole thing is working. Because machine learning or AI in this sense is actually creating its own weights here to make a meaningful outcome. You just tell them that this is the outcome you're looking for, and it automatically sets the right kind of weight. Of course, there are certain knobs in our hands. That's what OpenAI does, right? It has these hyper parameters that it actually, rotates certain knobs in all these layers to get the output to be more better or more reinforced as we go along. Anyway, so I'm not going to jump on to any of these because I think I'm running out of time here. But yeah, one thing like I think Ashokji refers to a lot of time agents and whatnot. So as we finally get down to creating agents, and I don't know, Ashokji, I don't think it's going to happen in these 10 weeks, but I think what the point is, if we are trying to do an autonomous agent, right, we are going towards say agentic AI, maybe somewhere down in the future, we will have a complete autonomy given to AI. So what the AI is going to do is it will take up your metric data from watch or whatever, and then based on what Ashokji was telling earlier, we will be able to, in an autonomous fashion, do from A to Z all those steps in an autonomous way using an agentic AI. And again, like let's forget about the differences. Okay, these are some of the
So
arguments that we.
I wanted to cover about little bit about prompt engineering.
Yeah, let me reshare my screen once again. Mani, how much time do I have? I'm sorry, I'm just jumping through. I don't want to, steal the thunder from. I know Ashokji is gonna. He is
Can I
the
quickly ask you one question?
Yes.
Maniji, the saying activity on read meeting note taker, get add on, it's not going away. This is from your side only or from that a purple line is there is saying activity on read meeting note taker.
Yeah.
Yeah, Raj, is this happening from your note taker?
Yeah, I think, I tried to use an inbuilt note taker from the Google.
It's not going away, so I'm not able to see things
Okay,
properly.
give me a second.
Yeah, thank
Yeah.
you.
Did it go away
Yeah,
now?
good. It is gone now. That's
There we go. You can go ahead.
okay.
Sorry about that.
No,
She still has hers.
I know it's not going away.
There's a
Oh,
oh no.
the pop-up is like the block. It's blocking the screen.
oh. Maybe you can join back again, Binaji. We can try that.
Okay.
But anyway, it just remains one line on top, right? It's
But
not.
it's
No,
gone
it's
from my
taken.
end.
Okay.
I mean, are you guys able to see my screen, or is it?
No,
Yeah.
I am able to see, but a little bit is hidden, on the top.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's because I thought it's me. I was trying to get rid of it, but I couldn't.
Okay, never mind. Maybe
Okay.
can you work with her and see what's going on? Meanwhile, I'll just move on.
No, it's okay. Let's go. It's okay.
Okay. Okay, perfect. So I think this is one good segue of jumping on to prompt engineering, like that's what Mani was talking about. So I generally, when I teach my kids, I generally go through a very basic principle of prompting, which is referred to as RGC model, and a lot of people are familiar with it. But just in case you're not, so the way we interact with these LLMs, which are nothing but referred to as large language models, and these are just a form of neural network that I was showing you earlier, right? They actually have these all big setup and everything, but now they deal with languages, right? You give them something in English, and then they throw out certain things to back at you or kind of complete whatever you have asked for. Other than, like, all these are nothing but probability model. So don't think that there is any intelligence going behind these systems, which is actually try to understand emotions and giving you the output with a very intelligent thought process and all. What it is doing in a way is it is looking at what kind of words you are sending to it, and based on those words, it is actually trying to run a probability model of what is the best word that will fit out when I'm going to give it back to the user. The reason why it looks so authentic, the reason why it looks so tempting that we are talking to a real person when we are talking to the ChatGPT or Gemini or Grok, is because of the fact that they have created so many dimensions. Let's say each word represents so many themes or context. Like in English literature itself, if you people have seen through, each word actually in a sentence can have multiple context, and each context can have its own dimension. So they have created about 750 different dimensions. For human beings, we can only perceive three dimensions, right? Max three dimensions. But think about these models, they can actually perceive 750 different dimensions. That is why they feel like they give you the result in a way which looks very, very authentic. But don't get fooled around with the fact that there is some human being which is talking on the other side. But they are getting better and better, and there's a lot of hallucination or falsehood that was earlier used to coming to us. They have been getting rid of all that by reinforcement learning. Coming back to RGC, so RGC is a very simple prompt engineering technique. So we have three concepts to look for. Very first is we need to provide a role to the system. Why we do that? Because think of it, it's a mathematical algorithm. And if you tell the role out of all the trained material, think about it like it has gone through all the internet, it has gone through all the course material, books, whatever can be digitized, it has already been trained on. So when you give a role, it actually isolate and narrow down to one focus area of what you are trying to look for. Now, say for an example, you are looking for some healthcare advice. So you can always give it a role of a healthcare professional. So you can say that as a healthcare professional, or if you are a student and you are trying to solve a maths problem, you can always say as a roles of a maths teacher. So it actually narrows down to what area you are trying to get to. And then the goal is something what you want it to do. What exactly is the output that you are, or sorry, what exactly is the goal that you want AI to do for you? So you need to state your purpose. And the final thing is context, which is very, very important. And a lot of people miss that. For an example, if you ask a very simple question, how's the weather today? Right? Now, there is no context about which city, which place, when, is it future or is it past, or what exactly you're asking for, right? So it will try to throw away what it best judges best for you, right? But that is where it hallucinates more, or it gives very vague answers. if you are not adding details and specificity to your context when you're going to throw those prompts, to the AI. So I think as we move along, when you go back home and maybe whatever you learned from Ashok ji, you can try to go and put it in chat GPT, but ask the right prompt and some detailed information need to be passed so that you can get the right output. And these are some of the examples that we generally give to users. And I think the other thing is about the downside of using the wrong prompts. I don't know why the slide is not moving. 1 second, Mani. Okay,
Yeah,
it's
please
a little slow for me. No, it's not there. Anyway, there's some figures, so that's why I'm not able to jump to that one. 1 second. And I think it's just after this one. Yeah. So if you see, this is what I was talking about, the effective prompt engineering. So whatever I said in my words, really, I mean, they in my words earlier. So be specific. Detail is key for focused output. Try to work in steps, right? Don't try to give everything in one dump to your chat GPT or AI, because if you give everything in one dump, you are actually going to confuse the AI to do what. So try to take iteration. Try to ask one step, one question, or one goal at a time. Once you get the output, then you can ask next. And anyway, nowadays, all these AI systems, they know the historical part of it. So they keep track of history and it automatically knows what you asked previously. So it's always better to iterate over, all the prompts that you're doing rather than asking in one go everything. Okay, I think Mani, I'll take a stop here because I know I took a lot of time. So guys, feel free if anybody has any questions or thoughts, and I can maybe do a separate session if required.
Yes, yes. Thank you so much. It was very informative and helpful. If we have any questions in the room, you can always raise your hand or text in the chat box. We are here to take them. And over to you now, Ashok ji. You can
Yeah.
continue.
Okay. Okay. Great. Yeah, Rohit. Thank you very much. It was you took this initial introduction to now people. If you're feeling that what exactly AI you are going to make use of, etc., you'll actually be working on it. With your own data and other things. At that time, you will get to really understand exactly what Rohit mentioned about this. So uh, don't worry if some things you have not been able to really appreciate what exactly was explained. We'll be again looking at it with your specific data and with your specific use cases. So I'm sharing my screen and let's start. Okay. So okay, I'm glad finally after so many. I mean, you people have been probably knowing about this thing coming up for about last 1 month, but actually I have been working with this AI and trying out so many things for last almost 2 years. It all started with I was having my own health problems, and uh, I started going to the doctors, this, that, and every time I was constantly, it was on my mind. What is happening? What exactly is my problem? What treatment I'm getting? Is it right or wrong, etc., etc. And for that, I was obviously. I mean, I started look in those days. You would just Google anything we want to know, and slowly I realized that this new thing that has come up, Chat GPT, was already launched, and I started exploring, and it started giving me so much more information, and started realizing how useful it is. And thereafter, for last 2 years, I'm constantly working with ChatGPT, and it actually gave me an idea that this is something what actually everybody is going to need. So why not actually share it? So I started sharing with some friends, and from there this idea came up that we should actually put together a regular program so that most people can understand it. Now, most people who are actually already well versed with this new technology, AI, uh, they are trying to find applications of AI in businesses, obviously because businesses have money to pay. But the real impact is going to happen in two main sectors. That is what very recently uh, Peter Peter Diamond is a person who's very famous for his uh, new technologies explorations, and education and healthcare. Actually, these are the two sectors which are going to get affected the most, and we all are going to face this healthcare related challenges, and this is something where individually for each one of us, this is going to be very useful. So uh, that's why we are working on this. In this 10 weeks, I hope you will be able to explore the uh, the complete potential of AI. Uh, Although, as Rohit had mentioned some time back, that really taking you to a full-fledged automated agent, which is the ultimate vision about this AI. We may or may not be able to. Uh, Actually, we will not be able to ultimate reach that, but you will get a good idea as to where we are going, and whatever we do will be very useful just by itself. So let's start with it. Today what we are going to do is that uh, you have already had the previous session of overview of the entire program, but very quickly I will just mention these 10 specific weeks, what exactly we are going to do in these specific weeks. We will have introduction about the course, as well as introduction about us individuals. Uh, we'll discuss about the methodology of this in this 10 weeks, how we are going to do this. Then we had actually sent you by email certain things to do at home. Uh, One of that prerequisite was this Gen AI course. So this Gen AI course, I I hope some of you had chance to look at it. Even if you have not had chance to look at it, just in a few minutes back, Rohit has covered at high level what Gen AI is. Uh, so you can now go through this online course on Gen AI and catch it up in the remaining week. Uh, and then we'll look at what tasks you're supposed to perform in this first week. At the end, there will be an assessment feedback, and any questions, we'll look at it. So next about 45 minutes, I hope we'll be able to finish all this. So before we start, there's a clear disclaimer that the information that we are discussing over here is only for the purposes of education and sharing the experiences of users. This workshop does not provide any medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Always consult a qualified healthcare professional before making any health-related decisions. I am neither a medical professional nor an AI developer. I am just a patient like you who's using AI extensively for my own health management, and that is what I want to share with you. Okay, so uh, let's get to the okay. So this program overview, actually we had spent a complete 1 hour last time, and I'm sure many of you, but just to catch up with that, just a few things about that is that why AI for Health is required, because it provides you an online, anytime, anywhere, unlimited, almost free kind of a system like any other online system. So you have a problem night at 10 o'clock, you still have uh, the AI doctor available for you to give you some advice about that. Uh, the main reason why AI is required is because now we have such huge amount of data, health related data that we are generating about our personal health data, that much data can now be properly used only by AI. By humanly, it is not possible to really look at it that way. So AI can perform little better with such large amount of data. You can create your highly personalized versions of medical advice, and our existing healthcare system is so overburdened that augmenting it with some AI kind of tools, personalized tools that are available to us, it will help us get. So to get there, we'll have to actually go through a few steps which we have tried to put together in this 1-week program. So let's look at those 10 steps. This you are already aware. This is a 10-week program starting on 9th. So we have already started. I'm glad. So, okay. So today is our first session. Today is an introduction session. Today we are going to look at what the whole program is. We will check what kind of a I was already mentioning to you about this Gen AI course, which is available on Coursera. Online free course is available, and I would like you to actually go through that at your convenience and at your time. And although some introduction is already given by Rohit in the morning, uh, earlier in this session, you can actually go through this course, and that will give you a better idea about what exactly Gen AI is. Another free course is also recommended to you, which is on EDX platform, and that you can do after you're finished with this first course. It takes about 3-4 hours. It will take you for going through those course videos. But that would be what. In any case, I mean, even if you've not done that, whatever we are discussing, that itself will be adequate for you to do many things. Okay, so our next session will be about getting your digital baseline. That means what is happening is that for AI, you actually require your data, and your data should be your health data. Now, this health data, first you have to populate. Only when the data is available, AI will be able to do something. And where to get this data? This is something what we are going to explain. There are already government healthcare system is already collecting lots of your personal healthcare data, and now you have the option for downloading it for your own purposes. So we are going to show you how to download that data and create your own personal health data repository for making use of AI. Once this data is available, then in the 3rd week, we will get into using LLMs and this Gen AI tools. So whatever was explained by Rohit, all those things will be actually working hands-on in our 3rd session and in our 3rd week. That 3rd week, we will use whatever data you have collected together in our 2nd week, and then based on that, we'll start getting all the AI related reporting. We'll look at apart from this Gen AI, LLM type of way, there are other ways, other AI techniques by which you can get information, which you can use for getting the health related information. So that will be 1 week after. Then we'll look at the new wearables that are available. The wearables are like, like a watch, or you can have it in the belt, or you can have something on your goggles. It's like so the uh, Google Glass is available, or Meta has come up with their headsets. So these kind of devices which you can actually put on your body, which are capturing health related data all the time. How to make use of such wearable devices and collect all that data. And then such data which is collected by wearables plus whatever has been collected from our healthcare system, how we can aggregate all this data together. That would be our next session. And then we'll go for further additional data that gets collected for your mental health, how you can integrate the data related with other things like yoga, physiotherapy, etc. These ones, how to practice that and use tools so that data related that also will get collected. Then the data related with nutrition, that is diet and medication that you're taking, all such data, how that can be collected, etc. So, and as you keep on adding this additional data, your capacity to get AI related services keep on increasing. So finally, we'll come to the point of once we have had all this type of data and related with AI services are already built, that time we'll come to this actually building a personal health AI agent. And with this AI agent, all that we have seen in the first 8 weeks will be completely automated, or at least automated as much as possible. And that is where finally in the last week we looked at the longevity, that is how lifespan is increasing, to what extent the lifespan can go on, and what things you can do, etc., and some other ethics, security related issues, and how you can proceed further beyond it. This is the whole. We will. So this is the entire scope. It will make a lot more meaning when we go through our first one or first say 2 weeks activities, and that is generally about this 10 weeks program. Now, before we go further, let's have some quick introductions about who we are. Yeah. Okay. So, Maniji, shall we have very quick introduction, or how do you want to go about?
Yeah, sure. If you want, we can have quickly. Although we have old members whom we already have some introductions
Yes.
earlier, but yes, it's good to have together because we'll be together for next few weeks.
Yeah.
We'll be working together as a team, and we'll be knowing each other, sharing our data as well. So yeah, it's good to get started.
I will suggest let's keep just for 30 seconds to 1 minute, each one of us very quickly just.
Yeah, we can say that what you expect from this program.
Yes.
And just your name and your area of work, where are you working, and what are your expectations from this program. Is it good? We can just answer these 3 questions. So yeah, Romandeep, you can go ahead.
Yeah, first of all, very good evening and welcome everybody to this wonderful program. I'm so thankful to everybody who have joined today, and I'm looking forward to learn along with everybody. My name is Robandeep, as you can see on my screen, and currently I'm working in the education space. My studies were in the intersection of biology and AI. So I want to explore AI because I want to take care of my health, and then to take care of my parents' health, and definitely then I'll take it to the masses as well. Thank you.
Thank you. Next on my screen, I see Raj. Do you want to go ahead?
Yeah, I'm not sure why I'm not visible in front of my graphics, so that's a glitch. You cannot completely rely on AI. That's a learning for now. So yeah, I was a data analyst for about 6 years. Right now, I'm really interested in AI agents. To put it in one word, what I think is advent of internet has changed the entire dynamics in the world. And now I think AI is going to do that as well. However, it will be doing that in every single industry, unlike the other changes like industrial revolution or internet or computer. So yeah, I am very much interested in helping you build your capstone project, and I'm learning a lot, and thank you.
Yep.
Okay, let me start. I'm Alban D'Souza. I'm basically a graphic designer, originally from Mumbai, and I've been in Middle East for quite a few years. We moved in 2011, and I've been coming and going. From last 2 years, I'm here for good, and I'm really interested in AI since it's related to my field in graphic designing. Of course, AI has sort of taken it over, so I'll I have to be like learning the new thing what is coming up, and this is a good opportunity. Mr. Ashok and Mrs. Bhandari and all they started for our group. It's really a great chance to learn and apply it in our in our health sector now, so which we can utilize for our families, our friends, and this is just the beginning. So we learn a lot of things out of this program. So I'm really happy to be here with the group, and I hope we'll get more and more people to join this group and continue with this 10 weeks program. Thank you.
So thank you. I have Pratham who has raised the hands. Pratham, go ahead.
I just wanted to introduce myself. I'm Pratham. I was a student in Maniji's AI class. I just wanted to learn how to use AI for health, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
Thank you.
Great.
Thank you, Pratham, for joining.
Very
He
good.
was one of the students with us. He did Green Belt program also. Very.
Okay.
Yeah, I shared with him. Her mom is also here. So yeah,
I'm-
thank you for joining, Pratham.
Okay.
We'll assign you some task also, don't worry.
All right, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, next, what I see here is Nalini Agnihotri. Would you like to go ahead, Nalini ji?
Can I go ahead, Maniji? I have a class at 8 o'clock again.
Okay.
Vivek Churamani classes there. I don't want to miss that.
You are a busy person, yes?
No, I love those classes are very powerful. Anyway, thank you for having me here, and it's really good to empower yourself and to at least, when you go to specialists once in a year and they talk to you only for 5 minutes. So this is not a system you would like to deal with. And as a senior, you get so many issues and all. So at least you will have some basic knowledge. Like, it's not like India, the doctors are like your kind of your guide and friend and philosopher. They don't put you on medications. That's what they do. Either they do surgery and they put you on medication. Nothing else.
Right.
So I would like to empower others too and learn, and I'm happy to be part of it. And I have done quite a lot of playing with this in AI and ChatGPT and Gemini and everything. And I love our facility. I wrote to Money also today. Do you guys are using that? It's beautiful. It's much better than any search engine and all.
Okay, I will check it out. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Next, I don't see. Yeah, who want to go ahead?
I can go ahead, Maniji.
Yes, please go ahead.
Hi, everyone. So I'm Amita, and I'm in Canada for almost 20 years. I'm working in IT for 20 plus years. I work in IT mostly on the testing and reporting side of project management. So I got quite intrigued with this particular program because I have been exploring ChatGPT and other search engines for taking care of my own health for last few months. I don't have any critical issues, but I had only small issues like deficiencies here, there. And I was just talking to one of my, my general practitioner, and she said, "Oh, everybody has these, so nothing to worry about." But I was like, "These are impacting me psychologically, and it's draining my health and draining my energy every day. So something can be done about it." So I consulted a naturopath. She gave me some hints, and then I went for some tests, but nobody was able to connect dots. They just give you medications based on symptoms. when I started exploring, I found that those medications are actually contradicting with each other and interfering with the absorption of the nutrients. So I got really intrigued and started searching by putting different prompts into the system and, telling about me, telling about my entire history of parents and whatnot. And the results I got, I was like amazed the way it tells you the holistic picture in like few seconds. And I'm like, why wait for like months to get an appointment? And all you get to hear in 5 minutes is everybody has these issues, everybody has these deficiencies. It's normal for Asian women, this and that. So I just got intrigued and I was like, it is definitely very helpful to have an automated agent in our own hands. And we are living in a country where the health system is actually downgrading because we don't get to see our own reports. We don't get appointments very often, right? We have months and months to see specialists. So I think having something like this is going to empower our own self and learn much more about our own journey. And then it also suggests you what to eat, what not to eat, what to do. So it actually completes the picture, right? So definitely this is very interesting and I'm very excited.
Yeah,
I have a
wonderful.
quick
Amitaji,
question, Ashokji. I have a quick question. That like, will it replace the doctors too? Because doctors are only just sitting there, they.
Is the question to me?
I think she's asking to everyone. I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Yeah, Binagi,
It will always be there.
Yeah, at this point of time, AI is not totally ready for really replacing the human doctors. And another problem is that our doctors are also not ready for really accepting AI in their field of work, because what should happen is that we should be able to really create something where AI can become a complement to what the other doctors are, and that complement, that is going to take some time to really achieve that level of complementary activity.
Yes. So basically, I can just share a. Okay, Nalli ji, yes, go ahead.
Last week only, I have attended in our hospital. There was a little talk, and one of the physicians and two IT people, they presented it, and they were showing us where are at what level human element can be eliminated. It's not going to replace all of it, but yes, there will be certain points where AI will play a role and human can be eliminated from the picture, but it's not going to take over everything. I find it very interesting. I'm very new to this, so that's the reason I want to know. So, otherwise, I still have so many doubts at this stage.
Right.
Yeah, but I'm definitely very keen to learn.
Right. Okay, so who have not introduced, or oh yeah, hey, okay.
Everybody, thanks a lot. You have invited me, and this is like I'm going back to my stone age here with Ashok sir. Yes, I have changed. Our appearances have changed.
Right.
But still,
great to see you after so many years.
I've been chasing you, and today is the perfect day. On a lighter note, I would.
Excellent. Yes.
On a lighter note, I would just like to tell you, like in 2009, I exactly remember Ashok sir has advised to go and buy 1,000 bitcoins at $100 he was offering, and I denied. And today it's 110,000. So that is what that is the power in his words. So he's so magical. So whatever he is doing, I always follow him. Mostly I have been on the LinkedIn, and then I found like it's a great way of starting and getting connected for our health. Yes, now we are aging, so I have a lot of issues going on. So I would like to see how AI is going to help me in improving my health. Second thing, my reason to be here is like I am also one of the aspiring AI solution provider. So I have my incorporation and I want to go ahead, as you know, sir, like we have ERP systems, materials and different things, not on healthcare, but I just want to see, and I want to along with this process, I would like to learn like how we can provide some meaningful solutions to the what market, I would say, as such, or clientele. So that's where I'm thinking of being a part of it. I can help you.
Okay.
You can use me.
Okay, perfect. So, Maniji, shall we proceed with our next part?
Yes. We
Okay.
are already 8 o'clock. I'm not sure how long will it take. We can give an idea to our participants.
Yeah, 20 minutes is what I expect additional time over here. Total we planned for 90 minutes, right? So again, we'll have another 10 minutes at the end for QA.
So is it okay with everyone who are in the room to continue? Do you have any other commitments? Let us know then. Okay. Okay, we can even recap and give you some back, support by if you are leaving. Let me know.
We have a 90 minutes plan, right?
Yeah, 1 hour to 1.5 hour. I mentioned in the email, so we'll keep it same next week also, so that people are aware and be prepared.
Okay, so let's come to this. We have already explained it many times that there's going to be weekly online sessions, bi-weekly in person. We'll try to identify a location where you could come and meet. So we'll see who all are there in which parts, and then accordingly probably 2 or maximum 3 places in this coming 2 weeks. I will try to organize a place where we could all come and meet. Okay, we'll have the training material being given to you. Actually, everything is actually being put into Google Classroom, and that Mandy will share that information with you before the end of today's session. Okay, so let's the first part for today was we should have everybody's registration done, so that I guess is in order. Many, is there anyone who has not filed his registration form?
I think Anshika Sharma has left, has not filled the form yet. So yeah, everyone else can fill it up. I have sent the email, and you are also in the WhatsApp group. So
I'll do that. So my daughter's name is Anshi. Actually, I'm using her last
yeah.
So don't get confused with my name. But
Yeah, because I remember your name was different. So
Anshuman.
Anshuman, yeah, Anshuman.
Sorry, I should have told you before. So
The link provided for Google Classroom in the email, that is not working. Like I'm not able to join the classroom.
I'm sending it again here. Check it out if it is working or not. We'll connect back on this after the call. Let us complete this and then we'll work on this.
Okay.
Connections.
So one thing that we are expecting in this first week is that you complete this course of generative AI. It's on Coursera. That will actually bring you up to a level as far as Gen AI is concerned. Okay. The second important thing that we are going to do in this first week is to install hardware and software required for this program. So the hardware that you need is you should have your laptop, you should have a smartphone, and you should have smartwatch. Now, how many of you, how many of you already have a smartwatch, and how many of you are still looking forward to? So please send me information of if you're still going to purchase a new one, then I will recommend you to buy this Amazon's one, which I am using. I found that to be a very economical and yet quite adequate for the for the purposes of this health program. I can send you those details, or otherwise, we can discuss about it. But this week, try to identify which smartwatch you're going to use, and then this typically there are these three different types of platforms where uh, one of that you would be choosing. Either you would be having Apple, you may be using uh, Apple laptop uh, plus iPhone and Apple Watch. Now, try to have these things of the same framework. Otherwise, you might get into a problem of, if you're having a iPhone and you're trying to use the Android watch, you may be having little difficulties of handling that. So this entire set should be of one type, so that it is properly matching. So you would be looking at that. We'll actually work with you individually to help you out in checking out which type of hardware you're trying to collect. Once you have the hardware, the next thing that you should have is this number of health-related apps. These health-related apps you should install on your smartphone or on your laptops and integrate them together. Make sure that your watch is integrated with these apps on the smartphone, and all that data is getting transferred to your laptop. All these things have to be checked and tested out during this week. The as I told you, there are these basic 5 different platforms you can consider. One is the Apple platform, second is the Google platform, third is Microsoft, fourth is Samsung, and fifth is Amazon. One of these 5 platforms you should be selecting. Amazon platform will be one of the cheapest. It will cost you the least of all. Apple will be the most expensive. That's how all the products are. So, depending upon what is convenient for you, and you may be already committed for something. So based on that, the second thing you have to make sure is that you have access to some Google Drive or Microsoft OneDrive or some such data storage place, because once you start collecting data for this data repository for the AI purposes, it becomes quite huge. And although you may still be able to manage it with the present level of laptops, where local hard drives itself are quite adequate, they're quite big. So if you have, but it would be a good idea to actually have it on a Google Drive or a Microsoft Drive, and that also you may require some subscription for that, because I'm not sure how much is the free space available for the Google Drive or Microsoft Drive, but you may have to budget something for that subscription. Then you have to have some Gen AI tool, and the most popular Gen AI tool is ChatGPT of OpenAI. So OpenAI ChatGPT is no doubt one of the most popular. More than 90% of the Gen AI users are using ChatGPT. So you can safely subscribe for ChatGPT. ChatGPT's subscription is about $20 per month. So you may have to go for that. The other alternative is Microsoft Copilot. So if you are already subscribing for Microsoft 365, then Copilot comes as a part of that. And Copilot actually has underlying large language model which comes straight from ChatGPT itself. So either have the ChatGPT or Copilot or Google Gemini. Google's Gemini is actually the most powerful LLM available at this point of time. But in terms of the most popular LLM, it is ChatGPT. So you can decide which particular AI tool that you want to use and pick up one. We will of course be able to help you in deciding that.
Raj was raising hand. Raj, do you have any questions?
Yeah.
Any comment?
Yeah, I just want to add to the point where Ashok ji has said Google Gemini is very powerful. Reason being, if you don't have an Apple phone, if you're using an Android phone, if you go for Gemini Pro, you will get 2 TB data and you can connect with Google Health, or Fitbit is already
Oh, okay.
connected to Google Health. And also you will be able to use the Pro version of it, and it will be a lot cheaper. Just an addition.
That's excellent information. So you don't have to separately subscribe for the Google Drive, etc., because it will come along with Google Gemini subscription. Is that correct?
Yes, and also for them to build the AI agents, it will be a lot more helpful.
Right. Yeah. Good. So with individual, what is going to be your approach, how you're going to handle that, we can actually talk to you one-on-one. Then you have to install all these apps, health related apps. So like Google Fit, there is Very Fit, and then there is Apple Health and Samsung Health. Depending upon which platform you are using, you would be using one of these apps. You need to install these apps on your smartphone. The other smartphone apps are MyChart. Now MyChart is an app related with your hospitalization. Every hospital these days is having some version of MyChart or some other health management system that they're using. And once you have, if you have been to any hospital for emergency or whatever, there they would normally give you at the end of your visit, they will give you some code. Using that code, you can actually install this MyChart, and then you can download all the health related data that has been captured by the healthcare system. You can download it, and then that data you can use it for your own personal AI purposes. Health Connect is an app which actually helps all the Google health apps together. It brings all the data together, and then that becomes a consolidated data which you can use for your AI purposes. MediSafe is an app where you can store all information related with the medications that are prescribed to you, or prescription as well as other medicines that you're consuming, that is stored there. MediSafe. MyCare is an app which can help you to uh, identify a family physician or other service providers. And then there are these OneTouch or MediLink. These are apps where you can capture your blood pressure or the blood sugar, that data which which is getting generated on the devices which you have at home. You can have at home this blood pressure meter or the blood sugar meter, and if you use that, then that through these apps, data gets captured and brought into your data repository. Plus, either through MyChart or there is this MyCare Campus, which is again a application available from Life Labs, basically a lab. Now, using these many different apps, you can capture a whole lot of data about your health, which is already available, or uh, you can make sure that all this data you can get for our initial AI usage. Then, okay, and then once you, so in this week we are going to make sure that you will try to have all these apps installed, and you'll see how they operate, and then you'll see how that data can be actually downloaded. All this you're going to experiment during this week, and probably will extend it in the next week as well to work on this, because there are many things which might take more time. For example, if you have to really procure uh, a new device, then it will easily take 2-3 days to really go find out which is the right one, etc., and buy it, etc. So that way, this, although hopefully you will be able to finish all this in this week itself, perhaps you may require one more week to actually get all this. Once you have this, there is one more thing that I'm going to request you to start working upon, is something which actually we are going to really work upon it towards the end, and that is about your baselining your health status. So you will come to know that, okay, that your blood pressure is high, uh, or your blood sugar is high, whatever it is. So just by knowing this, it is not enough. It's actually, we should have some criteria by which we can see an overall what health we are having. And for that, I found that one of the best way of doing it is to baseline your health status based on your biological age. I tried this because I was always getting confused about my on different aspects of my health. There are many different types of issues were coming up. So how exactly to, and then this thing I found very useful and very interesting. What you can do is that you are normally having an annual physical checkup. That is what every family physician will do. At that point of time, they ask you to go through various different lab tests. The same lab test plus something little more than that, if you additionally do, then all that data can be used to estimate your biological age. Biological age is different than your uh, chronological age. So your biological age is important, which really indicates how good is your health. And that biological age, I would like you to have it calculated ready during this 10 weeks program, which you would be able to subsequently monitor by having it every year and trying and checking that, okay, this year what has happened. I mean, have I been able to actually improve it, or has it decreased? So this will be a good monitor for your health purposes. So this is something what I'm going to suggest, that you let us try and calculate your biological age, and for that purposes, I would like you to go to your family doctor, request him that get me these prescriptions for getting these biomarkers, and then you may have to spend a little bit more for getting some tests which are not covered by OHIP, like this insulin level and the vitamin D test. This will cost you a little bit, $30-40 each. And then if you have this much data available, AI will be able to calculate and tell you what is your biological age. Okay. So with this, I have finished what we can do about what we can plan for this week. We will again separately get in touch with you, identify your individual situation and what all things you need to do, and hopefully by next Monday you will have a lot of these things already completed. So now the next thing is we would like you to look at these two different online forms. One is a disclaimer form, and the second one is assessment for this week. So, Maniji, back to you.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah.
So we will be sharing all this information in WhatsApp group and email and Google Classroom. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. We will appreciate if you can just quickly fill this, not fill, just read and sign this disclaimer. I already sent in the WhatsApp group as well in the morning. I will share it again here because this is a disclaimer. We wanted to make sure that this program is just run by our educators. We are not healthcare providers. In any ways, if you have any problem, reach out to your healthcare providers just to ensure that we are on a safer side. And this is your own personal, decision of joining this program. So yeah, this is one disclaimer which we need everyone to, fill it out.
So before we close, can we quickly know about individually each one of you? What is your status? Do you have all these instruments available with you? Do you how much of this you think you would be able to independently get it done?
Right.
Whether you will need any help from our side.
I can quickly add information about your. So Nalini said that she has Apple app and phone.
Okay, so phone, watch,
Yeah.
and all that.
I do have access to Apple laptop as well, but I am not used to it, so I don't want to unless it is extremely needed. But otherwise, I would like to use Microsoft. What?
Yeah. Okay. So this, actually, our who's working on Apple thing from our side, manager?
I'm not sure.
Me, it was me, but I don't have the watch with me, so I'm still looking to buy it.
Okay.
So I was working on the Apple side.
Yeah, I have the Apple Watch.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Sukruta, you have watch also, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. So Sukruta, would you be able to help Nalini on that part? Of
What was the question of Nalini?
She wanted to know.
No, nothing. I have the watch. I have the Apple phone. I have Apple Watch, but I do have access to Apple laptop. I don't want to use unless it is extremely needed. And in general, I use Microsoft, so I would prefer to use this one. If Apple laptop is really needed, then I will ask my son to.
Okay.
Same here. I have Apple Watch, I have Apple phone, and I do have Apple laptop, but I'm more, I'm using the other one more. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So we'll find out in this process as we go through. All right. What about others? Binaji, you have.
She told me that she has Android phone.
Okay.
And she has, I think, watch or not, I don't know. We can check with her later on. Those who are available in the meeting, we can ask them. I think people are leaving now, so let us know.
Okay.
I think
Yeah, okay.
Chavi Tyagi is here.
Yeah, I have a Fitbit watch
Fitbit,
and
okay.
Apple iPhone. Yeah, so I think that should be fine.
Uh,
Fitbit
yeah,
is different.
we need to find out actually. Because,
Okay.
okay, so
Maniji,
let's.
one thing, like, uh, can people ask on WhatsApp that what is the thing we need to sync with the phone and the watch and the system? So they are going to work on it. If it is not there, so others can help. Anyone available?
Exactly.
Yes.
So we
Yes.
can ask each other. So anyone is available, they can go and help. So that will be helpful for next week. But
For
I
sure.
want to know what will be the error, Ashokji, if Apple watch and it's not an Apple watch with a um MacBook. Just to understand what will be the error, so we all can work on it. No, we'll do some research and we are going to figure it out how it is going to.
Yeah, really that you see, that's what our pilot program is. We are really trying to find out where exactly these issues are coming up. But right now we don't have any information of.
Okay. I understand.
Yeah.
So what do you have, Anita ji?
So Android and some smart watch, but I don't know what it is. It's like
Okay. Okay. Don't know the brand, no worries.
Okay.
So I'll add Android and watch. You
Yeah,
have.
I think we can. If anyone knows how, like, know what we are going to look into that data, so we can do some research and we can let.
Yeah, all these apps which I have mentioned, all those apps you try to install on your Android phone,
Okay.
and then you see, are you at this point of time able to uh, uh, link Google Fit with your watch?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah, I have that. I can
okay,
see. I can monitor the data. So that data you're going to pull it out and want to see it on the
yes,
laptop. Is it okay?
yes. So we'll try to get all that data for your AI repository.
Okay.
That's it. Yeah.
Sure, we are going to help each other. That's what I'm thinking. Like, anyone
Absolutely.
get into trouble, so
Yeah.
they can message in the WhatsApp, so somebody else can.
Exactly.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Thank you.
So, Mani.
I think we are good to go.
Yeah.
Raj. Okay, Raj is raising hand, and Anshika. Oh, sorry, Anshuman.
Yeah, Anshuman is having iPhone, HP laptop.
iPhone, HP, and I'm at the right time because I had the Fitbit, but it was old. But now I was about to buy something. I've been seeing
Okay. Yeah.
like no ad for this. It's good like QWERTY. This is really like a health watch and what we are discussing actually. So I was about to
Oh,
get
okay.
it, but I hold it now because you gave me like this talk. So maybe it was not like very expensive online. Like it was coming around 40 bucks somewhere.
Yeah.
So we'll see now what to buy. I'll hold my.
Yeah.
Okay, Anshuman has shared. Now, Raj, do you have anything
Yeah,
to
I
share?
mean, end of the day, one recommendation for this pilot is if you, like Anshumanji, if you're buying something, you go ahead. Whatever you have already, we have a concept called as human in the loop, even in generating
Yeah.
AI
Yeah.
agent. So we can take all your data in a CSV or some format and put it into a Google Sheet. So that's what we'll try to do because having a similar ecosystem is great. It will be, if it's something viable, go ahead. If not, please don't buy anything. Let's work on what we have it. And I'm pretty sure we'll be able to do. It'll just be that you will have to download a file and put it in that. So it won't be a big deal.
Okay, got it.
Also, I can share something like in Costco last week. I saw a Motorola for only $98. If somebody is interested in, they can do research and they can buy the normal one. That's what I'm thinking. I didn't put much on my smartwatch, but still I'll get data, my heartbeat, everything. So minimum data will be there. There we can pull out. If you are in not investing more, so you can go for any of that. That's what I think.
Right.
Yeah, thank you. This is helpful. I think it's all good. We are working together. We need a team only to work together to go ahead with this program, and then we'll be sharing more information on email, WhatsApp. We are already connected with each other. If you have any questions, feel free to ask or call. We are just a phone call away. So yeah, thank you so much everyone for joining, and we'll stay connected. We'll meet next Monday at 7 p.m.
Thanks.
Right.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Nice
Thank
seeing
you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you
Thank
everyone
you.
for joining.
Anshuman, bye.